Hi everybody, it's Mary Ellen from Create With Me. My camera is way up here in La La Land. I'm just noticing. I'm so glad that you're here. Just bear with me as I kind of get things set up. We're going to have fun today. I'm going to show you a really cute card. So a lot of times my customers will say to me, they'll say, hey, I'm E. They say, I don't really want to buy a baby set when I'm only going to use it like once every couple years or once every 5 years. I really don't want to do that. So I want to bring you a card today that's going to share a way to look at your sets a little bit differently and not have to have a baby specific stamp set. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm just noticing I've got a little bit of a delay in my voice, and I don't know why. Tell me if you see that. I'm sorry about that. So I'm just trying to see if it's my settings. Yeah, I got my butterfly earrings on for you, Tanya. So I'm glad you noticed. Okay, I'm going to take you down to my desk, and then maybe you won't have to look at my delay. You'll just hear me. Let me know you can hear me okay. We've had some internet issues today, and I think we've got them kind of worked out a little bit. So what you're going to need is we're going to use a bird's eye view stamp set. So this is definitely not baby specific, but if you look at some of these birds, and then you've got one little baby bird here, that's what we're going to focus on, a mommy bird and a baby bird, and that's how we're going to do our card. Now you'll also notice no sentiments, right? No sentiments. So what I did is I went through the catalog, I went through my stash, and I looked for a set that was just all sentiments. I didn't want to get a baby specific because that would really defeat the purpose. So I got a stamp set that I thought maybe a lot of people had because it's insides and outsides of the card, and I really love that. So we are going to use the congratulations stamp set right here. And then we're going to use, this is only the beginning of a life filled with love. Now, that could definitely be for a wedding card. And this is you can do the same thing that we're doing with a baby card. But I'm going to say that that's the beginning of a life filled with love because if you're a mom, you know that when you have a baby, then it's just a lot. And sometimes it's sorrow too, but usually it's just a lifetime full of love. So we're going to use those two stamps from Wonderful Thoughts. And the nice thing about Wonderful Thoughts, and I'm going to bring in the dies here, but look at all these dies. There's 30 dies. And you're going to say, those are like really weird. But what they do is they cut out the words. So this die here will cut out the word, I think. Maybe that's not I would say for congratulations. I think it could be this one here, actually. Boy, these look so much smaller. Congratulations. I should have done this in advance. I thought that was the one, but now I'm like questioning it. I might have to stamp it and then see. Yeah, this could be it here. We'll see. Hold on just a minute, because now that's bothering me. Well, if it's not, we can hand cut it, but I think it's one of these right here. I might have I thought it was this one because there's a little drop down, but now I'm like questioning, will that even fit in there? We'll put it on after we stamp it. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I don't have the card all completely planned out in advance. I just don't. And that's okay. We can just wing it and you'll see exactly what, by doing that, I feel like you see the creative process too. So my card base is basic white, and I know a lot of people don't like to start with basic white or very vanilla, but since we've gotten thick cardstock, because usually the basic white is really thin, so I recommend that the thick, and it's opened up a lot of possibilities. But when I use thick, just a little teaching moment, and when I use thick basic white, I always want to score it with my score, either my simply scored or my trimmer and score, because sometimes the thick basic white is a little thick and it'll tear the fiber. So I want to go ahead and score it in advance and then use my bone folder to get a nice crisp crease just like that. So we're going to start with by using a folder. This is the Timber 3D folder, and I was as I look through the catalog. Oh, sometimes you need to see it on dark. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. The timber folder has the wood pattern, just like a little bark. So I'm thinking we're using little birds. Let's use the timber folder. But I think some of the florals would look absolutely wonderful with this. So even this little polka dot, if you got just a generic polka dot or generic pattern, perfectly fine, perfectly fine. I used the Timber 3D folder, and we can go ahead and adhere that down to our card base. And this is just a quarter of an inch smaller, so it's 5 1/4 by 4, because our card base is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. Okay, so we're going to adhere that down. Then I've got a piece that's the exact same size that we're going to use on the inside. So we're going to stamp that later, and then we'll put it on the inside. I cut a piece of paper from the Delightfully Eclectic paper. We used that last week, I think, when we were doing the other bird, the bird's eye view. So I picked this one because it had some blue, it had some pink, baby, boy, girl, had some yellow, which I think of as generic baby, a little white. So I picked this one specifically because I thought it could go, baby, girl, boy, and then it's cute little flowers. So it's going to be kind of in the background. You need a piece of paper, just a scrap piece of paper, and we're going to stamp our birds on it. So I picked out the mother bird, just like this. I'm going to stamp it. Now remember, my mat is foam, so that's why I'm not putting a paper piercing mat under it. But you might consider putting a paper piercing mat when you're using a photopolymer stamp set just like this, because there is no cushion on that. So we're going to go ahead and color these with blends, and I'm going to start with my baby bird, and I'm going to bring in Bubble Bath, and I'm going to color my little baby bird quickly with blends. I love to use blends, and I use Memento ink so it wouldn't bleed. And then I'm going to come back with the dark and just highlight some of the places that there might be a shadow, or the artist that designed it has some little hashtags. So then I'll go back and blend that just on the edges. Okay. And then finish the baby bird off with just some pumpkin pie for the beak, just like that. And while I've got it, I'm going to do the beak on the mama bird. So we'll put those away. Now we're going to bring in some blue. And I'm going to start with Balmy Blue Light and Dark. My light one is a little funky, so I'm going to it's going to take me a little longer to color because for some reason this ink is starting to go out. I forgot to do something. That's all right. I'll do it here in a second. So I'm going to color her with this Balmy Blue. It should go a lot faster, except the end of my marker is going out, but I'm going to make it work perfectly fine. Then I'm going to bring in the dark Balmy Blue, and again go over those hash marks just like that. Give it a little shadow under the wing. Go back and blend it in quickly. Just don't have to fuss with it. Then I want to brighten it up a little bit, so I'm going to use Tahitian Tide, light Tahitian Tide, and I'm going to just bring in a little bit of brightness just to the tail. And I'm not even going to blend that because I feel like that just adds a little bit of brightness. So I forgot her glasses. Mom wears glasses, and I picked these glasses for a specific reason. So these glasses are totally adorable. So let me tell you a little bit of story when my kids were little, and they still talk about it all the time. Do you guys remember, if you're my age, you remember Sally Jesse Raphael? She was she did a talk show, and she was this tiny blonde, and she wore these big round red glasses, and I just thought those were so awesome. So I got the big red glasses. and I wore them, and I had them for a couple years. And so every time my kids see a picture, they're like, "Oh, you have your Sally Jesse Raphael glasses on," and they make fun of me. So I specifically did that for my kids. So I pre-cut out. So if I was going to do it in advance, I just didn't color. You see here I colored, which is perfectly fine. And here I just left it blank so that it was the illusion of the glass. So either one. So you're going to cut those out. Then what you're going to do is you're going to adhere your piece of paper. And before we do that, we want to die cut a little piece of lemon lolly. And I'm going to die cut it with a die set called Darling Details dies. And I want to show you those. They're so darling. Let me see if I didn't, I think I might have stuck them together here. But look at all those dies and look how pretty they are. And this one's one of them too. And this is the one we're going to use. It's just a fancy border. I'm going to put those together so they don't stick together. I'll put those away. And I'm going to bring in this border, and I'm going to bring in my little mini blue, and we're going to see if we can do it with my little mini machine. And this piece of paper, this lemon lolly, is 3 inches, and this width is here nor there, doesn't matter. You just need it to be wide enough so that you can adhere. I'm going to set my die so that I am hitting about the same scallop on each side. You could use a little washi tape. I'm not going to stress about it, and I'm just going to try to get it in there straight by pulling this out a little bit. Putting that in there. Getting it equal as I can, and then setting that down, and let's see if I can run this through. There it goes. There it goes. I'm going to go one way, and that's just because it is a detailed die. I'm going to come back the other way. Okay, well, let's set my machine out of the way, and let's set this out of the way and see how I did. Oh gosh, look, it lifted, and every little piece came out. I was going to say sometimes you have to use your little die brush and mat, and that's perfectly fine too. But I love that all the pieces came out. I'm going to pull that die out of the way and put this out of the way. So here's a little piece, and we're going to have it under just as a little detail. And I think I'm going to go all the way up here and just have the little dot detail show. So you're going to just put, like I said, this doesn't matter how much you have here. The more you have, the easier it is to work with. But you could go all the way out like that. But I'm just going to do, and I think I'll pull it back to have just a little row. And I just kind of centered it from top to bottom. See what I did there? Just centered it from top to bottom and made the details. Just a little fancy detail. If you go through the catalog, there's lots of scallops. There's stitch scallops and regular scallops. And this fancy darling detail. So just go through the catalog and find something that suits your fancy that you have in your stash. Of course, you have to have it in your stash. And if you don't, then you can purchase it. Okay, so I'm going to lay that down on my card just like that. And you see I have a circle here, but I want to show you that I'm using the 2 3/8 inch circle punch and some bubble bath. I'm going to punch it again because I'm actually going to make 2 cards. I'm going to make one for you, and then I'm going to make one when I'm done. So this is the part that I'm going to put my mama and baby on. So I'm going to go ahead and mount that because I cut these out for you in advance. Going to lay that there. I put some dimensionals on mama because I've got to go ahead and make this into a card too, right, when we're all done. So I'm going to put mommy bird there. I'm going to put baby bird there, just snuggled up against mommy. Okay, and now we're going to see if we can stamp the word congratulations, which I have here. We're going to try to stamp it in Misty Moonlight, which is on this delightfully eclectic paper. I'm a little worried that I don't know what I'm doing here. I just feel like this is, I got to see if it goes. Yeah, see, that's too small. That one's too small too. I don't know. Maybe I picked the wrong. I have to go back and look in my catalog. So you can just forgive me for that because those just don't look right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look and see what I've got wrong in there. And maybe congratulations doesn't get cut out with a die, but I think everything in there gets cut out with a die. So I'm not exactly sure. So I'm going to just do a quick die cut. So you're going to go through your stamps and you're going to find something that says congratulations. And that's obviously when we place the congratulations on this mama and baby bird, then that's obviously, hey, you had a new baby, congratulations, all our best wishes. But what if you did this bird and this bird together? And you put congratulations, then you've got something completely different. Happy for your graduation, your engagement, or a wedding, or something like that. So both of those, they work for different occasions. My customers have been asking me for wedding cards because it's wedding season. Actually, one of my friends downline, and in my downline has 7 or 8 weddings to go to this summer, and all over the place too. And I was like, oh my goodness, I can't even imagine. So she's got lots of friends all over the country. Let's see if we can get a little glue out. Here we go. You guys probably can look and tell me what I did wrong as far as my dies. Maybe I pulled the wrong stamp set. I just wasn't even thinking. So I'm going to put on the word congratulations. So just, if that's the case, just ignore the dies and just pick a greeting stamp set that has the right words. So here's the front of the card. Congratulations. Obviously, you've had a new baby. And then on the inside, we're going to stamp the words from Wonderful Thoughts that says, this is only the beginning of a life filled with love. And again, that could be for a new baby or that could be for a wedding. And then we'll finish that off. And you could say, well, why didn't you just stamp that right on the inside? Yes, you can. I just like a layer because, first of all, it takes away, if I make a mistake, then I don't have to worry that I ruin my whole card. So by putting a layer, it takes that away. Plus, putting a layer, it just makes it a little bit stouter. So here's a card. Congratulations. So cute. Isn't that cute? This is only the beginning of a life filled with love. Many, many best wishes. So I hope you guys like that. And I hope that you'll go and look at your stuff in a little bit different way. We've got a June host code up here somewhere. Here it is. We're almost done. We're almost done with June. Oh my gosh, how did it go so fast? I wasn't even here for half of May and half of June, but it went so fast. But we've only got a couple days left for the paper. There's a paper sale going on to the end of June. So you can get 15% off some of the papers. And this Delightfully Eclectic is one of them. This is a pack that I showed you the other day that's really, really big. And so it's like a $30-some pack and you can get it for $25. So you'll want to grab that using that Shop With Me June 2023 bit.ly link. And you're going to definitely want that. And if you have a big wish list, there's also a promotion going on to become a hobby demonstrator or a business demonstrator. It's entirely up to you. If you just want a discount on your product, you can go to my website. I'll have that up in the header, the join my community. And you for $99 plus tax, no shipping. Shipping is free. You'll get $155 worth of product right now to add. So you can, it's your choice. It's not Stampin' Up's choice. It's whatever you want. $155 worth of product for $99. So if that's appealing to you, now's the time to do it. You only have a few more days, just till the end of the week, because July 1st that will no longer be available. Then you only get $125 worth of product. So still a great deal, but $155 is much better. And you get a free paper pumpkin and you get a bunch of catalogs. So it really is a great deal. and I hope you'll take advantage of it. And if you have questions, just reach out to me, but I will put a link after this video. I'll put a link to join my community. So you guys have a great day, and I'll see you on Friday whenever we're going to have coffee class in person here in the nest. And then when I say goodbye to everyone, I'll try to hop on and I'll do the card for you on a live. So you guys have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.